Good morning, children. How are you all? Hope you all are taking a good care of yourself. Welcome back to mathematics class. Let us start today's lecture. This is class 10th, subject mathematics, chapter number 6, triangles, and lecture number 5. Children, content I am going to cover from your textbook, that is NCERT. Children, in today's lecture number 5, the topics which I am going to cover, they are number 1. First of all, I will make you recall the statements of triple A, that is angle, 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 similarity criteria, and triple S, that is SSS, side, 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 similarity criteria, which I have explained you in my previous lectures. Fine, children? After that, today I am going to explain you the derivation of side angle side similarity criteria, which is actually theorem number 6.5 in your NCERT textbook. Children, after that I will be taking some questions based on above written criterias from exercise 6.3 NCERT. Got it, children? So children, according to the very first criteria, that is angle, 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 similarity criteria, theorem number 6.3, I made you understand if in two triangles corresponding angles are equal, then their corresponding sides are in the same ratio, and hence both the triangles will be called similar. Children, as I explained you that two triangles are said to be similar only if their corresponding angles are equal and their corresponding sides are in the same ratio. So according to triple A similarity criteria, you will be having corresponding angles equal given, and you will have to prove that corresponding sides are in the same ratio, and hence ultimately the triangles will be called similar. Got it, children? Now children, let us recall next criteria, that is side, side, side similarity criteria, which I explained you in my previous lecture. If in two triangles sides of one triangle are proportional, that is in the same ratio to the sides of the other triangle, then their corresponding angles are equal. So here what is the condition given? That the corresponding sides are in the same ratio. Fine. And what we proved that corresponding angles are equal. So again both the conditions are going to be satisfied. So hence what can we say? That both the triangles are called similar. Got it, children? Now let us start learning today's topic, in which I am going to explain you the derivation of side angle side similarity criteria of a triangle. So what is the statement of this criteria? If one angle of a triangle is equal to one angle of the other triangle and the sides including these angles are proportional, then two triangles are similar. Fine, children? This we have to prove. What has been given to us according to this criteria? We have been given one angle of first triangle and one angle of another triangle. They both are equal, and along with it, the sides which are going to include these angles, they are also in the same ratio. Fine. So let us start. Given triangle ABC and triangle DEF, such that AB upon DE is equal to AC upon DF, and angle A is equal to angle D. Children, you know that angle A will be nothing but the included angle of sides AB and AC. Fine. And angle D is nothing but the included angle of side DE and DF. Fine, children? Okay, now what we have to prove? we have to prove that triangle ABC is similar to triangle DEF. For that, as I did the construction in previous two criterias, in the same manner I am going to do construction now also. Cut DP is equal to AB from DE and DQ is equal to AC from DF, and then join PQ. Fine, children. So now let us reach to its proof. In triangle ABC and triangle DPQ. Before I start explaining its proof, children, I want to show you the diagram so that you can better understand. So here are two triangles, triangle ABC and triangle DEF. Fine. In construction, what did I explain? That I cut this DE, and what point is going to be touched at of side DE, that is point P, and here on side DF there will be point Q. Fine. So complete DE is cut in such a way so that DP must be equal to AB and DQ must be equal to AC. Clear, children? And angle A is equal to angle D. This has been given to us. So which criteria I can apply? I can apply side angle side criteria to prove that triangle ABC is congruent to triangle DPQ by SAS congruency criteria. Have a look here. This AB is equal to DP. By construction I have taken. AC is equal to DQ. That has also been taken by construction. And of course included angle A, which is included of AB and AC, and include angle D, which is included of DE and DF. So they are, both are equal. Okay. Or you can say DP and DQ also. Why? Because angle D is nothing but the included angle of DP and DQ also, and DE and DF also. Fine, children. So by SAS congruency criteria, I can say that triangle ABC is congruent to triangle DPQ. Clear? Now children, what was given to us? We had been given AB upon DE is equal to AC upon DF. What I am going to do, at place of AB, I am going to write DP, and at place of AC, I am going to write DQ. Because in construction, I have already taken that AB is equal to DP and AC is equal to DQ. Got it, children? So what is the expression I have got now? This is DP upon DE is equal to DQ upon DF. Please have a look in triangle number 2. This is DP upon DE is equal to DQ upon DF. So what I am going to apply now? Definitely I have to apply the corollary of converse of basic proportionality theorem. So by the corollary of converse of basic proportionality theorem, I can say that PQ, this side PQ, is parallel to side EF. Got it, children? Okay, now just tell me one thing. If PQ is parallel to EF, then can I write that this angle, that is angle DPQ, is equal to angle DEF? How? Because they both are corresponding angles. So here it is written, angle DPQ is equal to angle E. In the same manner, angle this DQP must be equal to angle DFE. Look, angle DQP must be equal to angle DFE, or you could directly write angle F also. They both are corresponding angles. Fine, children. Now just tell me one thing. In triangle DPQ and in triangle DEF, as angle P is equal to angle E, angle Q is equal to angle F. So what can we apply now? Of course, by double A similarity criteria, we can say that triangle DPQ is similar to triangle DEF. Fine, children. So here it is written, by double A criteria, I have proved that triangle DPQ is similar to triangle DEF. This is, let it consider as equation number 4. What was equation number 3? In equation number 3, it was explained that triangle ABC is congruent to triangle DPQ. And in equation number 4, I have proved that triangle DPQ is similar to triangle DEF. So from equation number 3 and equation number 4, we can conclude that triangle ABC is similar to triangle DEF. How? Because ABC is congruent to DPQ and DPQ is similar to DEF. And children, you know very well that whenever you will be having two congruent triangles given, they are always similar. But its converse is not true. What is its converse? Means if the triangles are similar, then it is not sure that they will be congruent also. Because you know that in similarity, we used to take care about the ratio of the corresponding sides. They must be equal, okay? But in congruency, the sides length must be equal. Fine, children? So that's why it is said that since the congruent triangles are always similar, but its converse is not true in general. So hence it is proved that triangle ABC is similar to triangle DEF. Now children, using the same criteria, that is side angle side similarity criteria of triangle, I am going to take few questions from exercise 6.3. This is question number 4. In the given figure, QR upon QS is equal to QT upon PR and angle 1 is equal to angle 2. Then show that triangle PQS is similar to triangle TQR. Got it, children? Now just look at the diagram. Through diagram we can better understand the statement. Here is a triangle, you can see TQR. Fine. And one more triangle is made in the same bigger triangle, that is PQS. In such a way that angle 1 must be equal to angle 2. And we will be having one relation given equal, that is QR upon QS is equal to QT upon PR. This is given to us. Now, just tell me children, in triangle PQR, as I know that angle 1 is equal to angle 2, then can I say that side PR must be equal to PQ? Why? Since the sides opposite to the equal angles of a triangle are always equal. As the base angles are equal, so definitely PQR will become an isosceles triangle. Then what can we say? That PQ must be equal to PR. Or whatever condition I have explained you, like sides opposite to the equal angles of a triangle are always equal. So what can we say? That PQ must be equal to PR. Now children, what had been given to us? We had been given QR upon QS is equal to QT upon PR. This PR I am going to interchange with PQ because I know that PR is equal to PQ. Fine. So here I have interchanged. So I have got QR upon QS is equal to QT upon PQ. Fine, children. Now basically I want to apply either of the three criterias to prove that triangle PQS is similar to triangle TQR. So children, for that I am going to take reciprocal of QR upon QS is equal to QT upon PQ. So after taking reciprocal, I have got QS upon QR is equal to PQ upon QT. Let it consider as equation number 1. Now children, take those very triangles which you have to prove as similar. What are those? Number 1, triangle PQS and triangle TQR. Children, just tell me one thing. Here angle Q is common. PQS and TQR. You are going to find this Q angle as common. So first condition will be the common angle. Here I have written angle PQS is equal to angle TQR common. And according to equation number 1, I got QS upon QR is equal to QP upon QT. Have a look. This is QS upon QR. One side is of a smaller triangle, another one is of the bigger triangle. Okay, and this is QP upon QT. So is Q an included angle of both of these sides? Of course, this is included angle. So definitely by SAS similarity criteria, we have proved that triangle PQS is similar to triangle TQR. How did I apply this criteria? Because one thing I want the ratio of the corresponding sides. Another thing I want that there should be some included angle which must be equal. So angle Q is equal to angle Q. And the ratio of those corresponding sides is also given whose Q is the included angle. So thus what I have proved that triangle PQS is similar to triangle TQR. So now children, I am going to take one more question based on the same criteria, that is side angle side criteria. This is question number 6 of exercise 6.3. In the given figure, if triangle ABE is congruent to triangle ACD, have a look in the diagram. This is ABE and this is ACD. They both are congruent. Congruency is given. So we will have to apply all the conditions of congruency. Then what we have to prove? We have to show that triangle ADE, this smaller triangle, is similar to triangle ABC, this bigger triangle. Fine children? So let us start its solution. First of all, what has been given to us? We will be having triangle ABE congruent to triangle ACD. This is given to us. So children, as both the triangles are congruent to each other, so by CPCT means by corresponding parts of the congruent triangle, I can say that all the three sides of triangle ABE must be equal to the three sides of triangle ACD. Fine. And angle ABE, definitely there will be three angles, and here there will be angle ACD. So all the three angles of first triangle must be equal to the corresponding angles of the other triangle also, according to the condition of congruency. Fine. So AB must be equal to AC. This here I have written. BE must be equal to CD. And AE must be equal to AD by corresponding parts of congruent triangle. Fine children. Now just tell me, can I write AB upon AC is equal to 1? Why? Because AC is multiplying by 1 here. I have brought this AC on left hand side at numerator place. So it would become AB upon AC is equal to 1. In the same manner, can I write AD upon AE is equal to 1? Of course, this can be done. Now children, AB upon AC is also equal to 1 and AD upon AE is also equal to 1. As both the expressions are equal to 1, so we can say that both of these expressions are equal to each other. Got it? So AB upon AC is equal to AD upon AE. Clear? Now children, do you remember I explained you whenever we will be having two ratios equal given. For example, I am writing 1 upon 2. This is equal to 2 upon 4. Okay, I am going to just interchange the places now. This 4, which is actually the denominator of ratio number 2, I am going to take it on left side. So what it would become? It would become 4 upon 2 is equal to 2 upon 1. Cancel it, 2 1s are 2, 2 2s are 4. So ultimately I am going to get 2 upon 1 is equal to 2 upon 1. That is 2 is equal to 2. So the same strategy can be adopted over here also. I am going to take this AE, which is the denominator of ratio number 2, at the place of numerator of ratio 1. Fine children. Okay, so it would become AE upon AC. And this AB, which was the numerator of ratio 1, that I am going to bring it on left hand side. It would become AD upon AB. Now just let us check the relation. It should be AE upon AC is equal to AD upon AB. AD upon AB. This is AE upon AC is equal to AD upon AB. So can you tell me which particular triangle I should choose now? Correct. I should choose triangle ADE so that I can get the side AD as well as AE. And I should choose the triangle ABC so that I can get the complete side AB as well as AC. Because the relation between AD, AB, AE and AC are given to me. Okay. So now basically I have to prove the similarity of these two triangles only. Fine. So I am going to take triangle ADE and triangle ABC. So first of all I am going to use the same condition which I have just solved right now. Let it condition number 1, equation number 1. So it would become AD upon AB is equal to AE upon AC. That is from equation number 1. Now just children notice one thing. In triangle ADE and triangle ABC, which one is the common angle? Yes, you heard A twice. So angle A will be considered as common angle. So how can I give the name to it? It will be angle DAE must be equal to BAC. Fine. So the same condition is written over here, that angle DAE is equal to angle BAC. This is common angle. Now children, just notice, whatever angle you have taken as common, is it really the included angle also or not? I took side AD upon AB and here I took side AE upon AC. So what is the included angle? Of course, angle A. So what can I say? That by SAS similarity criteria, I can say that triangle ADE is similar to triangle ABC. Got it, children? Okay. Now that's it for the day. This is the time to get mathematics homework. Please note down your maths homework. The criteria which I have taught you today, that is SAS criteria. Side, included angle and then side. Similarity criteria, which is actually theorem number 6.5 in your NCERT textbook. Please do the written practice, okay, in your practice notebook, as well as you have to note down it in your homework notebook as well. And then do questions 5, 8, 9 and 11 of exercise 6.3. Children, these very questions are based on the 3 criteria which I have taught you. First criteria, AAA. Second criteria, SSS. And third criteria is SAS criteria. Fine. Of exercise 6.3 along with the classwork questions. What were classwork questions? One was theorem 6.5. Another was question number 4 in which SAS criteria is used. And another was question number 6 in which again SAS criteria's usage is explained to you. Of exercise 6.3 in homework notebook. Got it, children? I hope you may have understood whatever I explained you today, especially the most important criteria. And I hope that you will be able to do your maths homework independently. That's it for the day. Please like the video and do not forget to subscribe our channel. Thank you and have a nice day.